Oh, okay. Good morning, everyone, and welcome back. I hope you guys had a good evening yesterday.
Good morning. Yes.
Yes.
Now, guess what? It's going to be 22 tomorrow.
What's that?
It's going to be 22 degrees tomorrow.
Oh,
Wow.
it's hot? Oh my God.
Well, 22 is very pleasant.
Mm.
You may need a light jacket, but that's up to you. I don't because I've been here too long. But if you're coming from a warm country, you're probably going to need a light jacket. But it's a beautiful day, so it's gonna be very nice tomorrow. So yeah, tomorrow it's going to be beautiful, and Thursday too. So I'm looking forward for those 2 days. So today I wanted to chat with you about your resumes, your existing resume, not the new one that we're going to work together on, but your existing resumes. You can send a copy of that. You have it in Word format. That'd be great because we can manipulate it and do all sorts of stuff with it. But if it's in a PDF, I can't change anything, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you could, when you're sending it for me, just drop it in a Word format, okay? And you can either email it to me or put it in your box, whichever.
Okay, so where do you want us to put it? Like completed assignments or?
No. Put resume. So I'll put
okay,
just mark it resume. So I'll know. Yeah, I'll make an inbox folder for your resume.
Okay.
So just put resume, or you can make the folder for me and put resume,
Mm-hmm.
and we'll just take it from there.
Okay.
Alrighty, and yeah, so that's one. Ash is not in today. He's sick. He was supposed to do his presentation this morning. So is he getting cold feet? So he's sick this morning. So we hoping that he'll join us tomorrow. There was something else I wanted to talk to you about, the resume format. So the existing resume, what I'll do with those ones is that we can work from it. So I can see all your education and all of those things. I don't have to be asking questions about that. And your past work experience. I can see that, and all of whatever achievements you have, make sure those are on your resume.
Okay.
Okay. Alrighty. So great. Good stuff. Alicia, so did you read my email?
Yes, it's fine.
It's fine. Would you like to tell the group yourself?
No, I don't really like talking.
Okay, everyone. She's a bit shy. Alicia has gotten a position, and she started her job yesterday.
Congratulations.
Yes, and so
Happy for you.
Yeah,
Thank
she's
you.
a part-time job because she doesn't want to miss her class.
Wow. Congrats, Alicia.
Yeah, so she's going
Thank you.
to be leaving us like at midday-ish, so she starts at 12:30.
Okay. That's
Okay. Yeah, and so she got this position from a volunteering job that she was doing.
Okay.
Yeah, so you see, this can benefit you into a position.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a good thing. So she's so congratulations.
All the best.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right. So this morning, we are going to talk about phone call skills and voicemails. But I would like you, each person, to try and read what's on the screen. Test your reading abilities here.
Okay. If you can read this, your brain is 50% faster than those who can't. If you can read this, you have strange mind too. Can you read this? Only 55 people out of 100 can. I could not believe that I could actually understand what I was reading. The phenomenal power of the human mind, according to the research at Cambridge University, it doesn't matter in what order the letters in a word are. The only important thing is that the first and last letter be in the right place. The rest can be a total mess and you can still read it without a problem. This is because the human mind does not read every letter by itself, But the word as a whole, amazing, huh? Yeah. And I always thought spelling was important. If you can read this, forward it.
Wow, very good. Oh my
You guys.
God. Very good. Awesome, awesome. That's great.
Yes.
Next person, take it and go with it. Let's hear.
Formula.
Okay, I should read it?
Yeah, read it for me. Yeah.
All right. Perfect. If you can read this, your brain is 50% faster than those who can't.
Mm-hmm.
First, you can read this. You please. The oh my God.
Say what you think it is. Say what you think.
Okay. The research can be a total mess, and you can still read it without a problem. This is because the human mind does not read every letter by itself, but the word as a whole, amazingly, and I always thought spelling was important. If you can read this forward.
Very good. So you only missed one letter.
Only
right?
one, yeah, I think I missed one.
The rest. Instead of
That's
resetting
letters.
the rest.
Okay, that's the letters I mean.
Yeah, very good, very good. Nice, good stuff. Boy, you guys are smart. Anyone else would like to go for it?
Alicia?
Mm-hmm.
What?
Yes.
If you can read this, your brain is 50% faster than those who can't. If you can read this, you have a strange mind too. Can you read this? Only 55 people out of 100 can. I couldn't believe that I could actually understand what I was reading. The phenomenal power of the human mind. According to a research at Cambridge University, it doesn't matter in what order the letters in a word are. The only important thing is that the first and the last letter be in the right place. The rest can be a total mess, and you can still read it without a problem. This is because the human mind does not read every letter by itself, but the word as a whole. Amazing, huh? Yeah, and I always thought spelling was important. If you can read this, forward it.
Perfect. That was good. Perfect. Wonderful. Okay, so Tilban, your turn.
Okay. If you can read this, your brain is 50% faster than those who can't. If you read this, you have a strange mind too. Can you read this? Only 55 people out of 100 can. I couldn't believe that I could actually understand what I was reading. The phenomenal power of the human mind, according to research at Cambridge University. It doesn't matter in what order the letters in a word are. The only important thing is that the first and last letter be in the right place. The rest can be a total mess, and you can still read it without a problem. This is because the human mind does not read every letter by itself, but the word as a whole. Amazing, huh? Yeah, and I always thought spelling was important. If you can read this, forward it.
Perfect. Wonderful. Great job. Great job. I can hear your pronunciation has gotten so much better. Until then, yeah. And when you started class, look at that. That is truly amazing. Would you like me to send a copy of this to you?
Yeah.
No? Okay. Okay, so what it's saying is that truly when we're reading, do you guys read the entire letters in the word? Or you just look at the word and you look at the first and you look at the last letter and go, I know that word.
Yeah.
Is it true?
Now I know that.
True.
Most times we do. Unless the word is long and complicated, then we kind of take a second take. But, simple letters, simple words like that, we can, all of those things. We never really look at the word, do we? We just look first. Oh, yeah. So it is true. I mean, I do that. And I'm sure as a human, we don't really read all the letters in the word. We look at the first and the last. Okay, so I can forward this on to you. Was that fun to wake you up?
Yeah, it was.
To wake you up. Alrighty, so I will I'll send this off. Everybody wants a copy or just Taliban wants a copy?
I want a coffee too.
I want
Everyone.
Everyone. Okay.
everyone, yeah.
So this morning we're going to talk about phone call skills and your voicemail, your professional voicemail. So I'm going to do a workshop on that. We're going to do telephones this morning, and in the afternoon we'll do voicemails. So let's go through this handout. Not the handout. Oops. Let me share my presentation here. Okay, so today we're talking about phone calls, and it's mainly in the workplace. It's job related, but of course, this can touch your personal lives as well. So phone call skills. So let's chat about that. So professional phone calls. Okay, it's a good idea. Now, sometimes in the workplace, we cannot always be standing and we cannot always be smiling. But if you can, when you take a call, to stand and smile, that'd be great. However, in the workplace, definitely, make sure that you're smiling most of the time, or you don't have to have a big, broad smile on your face. But when we smile, what happens with the words that come out?
Will be positive and pleasant.
Yes, yes. And if we're sulking, what happens?
Negative and
Not clear, right? Yeah, because if you're thinking of something else, it's going to come out in your voice. At home and when you're job searching, and you got a call from an employer to learn more about you say that so let me back up here for a second. Most employers, when they have received your resume, they are going to do a telephone call with you. It's what we call a screening. Okay? They will call you and say, Mofit, can I, connect with you tomorrow at a good time that's good for you? I'd like to do a telephone interview with you. Right? In that case, for the telephone interview, you could be sitting down, and most times it's just a telephone. It's not a Zoom, because this is not your real interview. It would be like a preliminary interview, and then they will do a Zoom for the interview, or they may call you into the office. But when you get that call from the employer, you could stand and smile if you're at home, right? Because you have the place that you can do that. And if you are sitting down when you're getting the call, make sure that your facial expression there's a nice smile on your face, or being pleasant. So you can really think of pleasant things and it comes out in a positive way. Okay? Be courteous, no body language over the phone. I don't know if anybody knows this, but in the Caribbean, especially for Caribbean, individuals from the Caribbean, they have a way of slouching, and it kind of comes through over the phone. So make sure that you don't show any of those, okay? Be ready. Make sure you have paperwork, whatever sheet you may have, pen and a calendar. The employer is calling you, and they may asking you, would you be able to come in for a second interview or an in-person interview with me? Make sure you have all of that with you at all times. Be free of distractions, especially typical family noise. I think we touched on this before. So you got a call and the kids are at home, and the wife is at home, or the husband is at home, partner is at home. Make sure that if you cannot take the call in a professional manner, do not take the call. Be very careful about this. Employers have called home, and all they can hear is a lot of kids crying in the background, lots of shouting in the background, pots and pans are knocking in the background. You guys are aware of that?
Yeah.
Okay, so you can see on your phone, right, on your cell phone, when the call is going to be ABC company calling, correct? You will know who's calling. It will show ID, caller ID. So if that's a call that you've been waiting for the past 3 weeks, and the call finally came through, and you must grab this phone, make sure you're in a quiet space and you're free from distraction. Okay? Very, very important here. Job search. You're now know what you want to say before you call, or the person calls you. Okay. So the employer is calling to say, "Hi, Taliban, I received your resume, and I would like to just go over a couple of your skill sets with you." Okay, so Taliban, are you going to pull your resume out of, wherever you have it, and you go, "Okay, I'm able to answer the phone. I can," so in other words, do not read from the script. Have a conversation. That's what I'm trying to say. Everyone?
Yes.
So do not read bullets from your resume. Have a conversation. So in my past work, although I never had, working in this particular field, I do have a great desire to learn more about it, and I like to get my foot in the door. And I do have great communication skills, technical abilities. I'm able to navigate on the computer very well. Have a conversation. Do not read from a script. Okay? Listen to and respond appropriately to the person on the phone. So do not what? Interrupt.
Yeah.
Hello?
Yes.
Hello. Some response, guys. Come on.
Yeah.
So don't interrupt. Listen to what they have to say and you respond appropriately. Let them finish what they're asking you. And you know what? Because you have pen and paper there, you're going to write it down. Yes? You're going to write it down. Oh, they want information about my PSW position that I've applied for. I mean, I've never done a PSW job before, but I have the ability to live patients. I have a caring personality. I like to assist seniors, all the good stuff. So listen and then respond appropriately. If you happen to miss that phone call that the employer called, and you missed it because you were not in the right place to take the call, as soon as you're able to, return the call as soon as possible, right? Recall them back. Do not wait. This is very important to you. And this one says, energize yourself every hour. Oh, wow. Okay, I'll get up and run around, but it's not necessary because we're at home, we're always moving around. Or if we applied for a job and we're at the office, you may be sitting down, but you're at home right now. And so I know that you guys, when you leave the workshop here, you're always probably cooking and doing stuff like that. Walk, stretch, drink water. Oh, we know that already. So the next one is, so any question about getting phone calls from your prospective employer?
No.
So if I were to call you and and you're in a noisy environment, what are you going to do?
We move to somewhere, or we can say I can call you later because maybe busy or something.
Okay, so if you were to get the phone, you could say, would I be able to call you back in another hour or so?
Mm-hmm.
Right? You can say that. And then you get the name of the person and the phone number. Make sure you have that. And you can call. Or you can let it go to voicemail. And we're going to talk about how to set up, how you can set up a professional voicemail. That's the next slide down there. Alrighty? So if you need to call the person, make sure you know what you want to say. If you're cold calling or job searching, know exactly what you want to say. Don't call and then shuffling papers back and forth with an employer or agency, a prospective, somebody who has a job, maybe a friend who has, some position that they can tell you about. So always have your questions written out, or you know exactly what you want to say, and ask them. Do not interrupt. If the employer calls, listen to what they have to say, then you respond appropriately. And you're going to do so in a very clear and concise manner. So no mumbling, no fumbling, no beg your pardon, that sort of thing, okay? Are you guys laughing at me? Be very professional. Be very professional, because first impression is what?
Lasting.
Yeah. Okay, so don't use the slangs like, yeah, yeah, I can do that. No, you're not going to do that, because you've done this workshop. Yes, I can. I'm able to do this. Absolutely, I can do this. You want to hear those words, right? Okay. So now we're going to talk about your telephone voice, first impression. On the phone, your voice is your personality. Yay! Because we're not seeing you and we're not looking at your nonverbal cues. How do you come across on the phone? What do you guys think when you're on the phone? Do you sound professional? Say you're not your friend, you're talking to somebody about work. Do you guys are aware that you need to be professional, or do you come across professional? What do you think?
Sometimes.
Sometimes? Okay. If the person on the other line is very jovial, do you also be jovial? Let's see. And laugh with them?
Okay.
What is jovial?
It means, laughing, having, being just making jokes.
Not really. Mommy Elizabeth.
You can match them. You could say, oh yeah, that sounds interesting. So you can raise your pitch of your voice. Oh yeah, that sounds interesting. But you're not going to be giggling on the phone, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Right. So be at all times, remember, they're the employer, you're the job seeker, right? But you can match their, the high-pitched voice if they're doing that or they're laughing. You can go, oh, yeah, that sounds, that sounds like fun. But that's where it stops. You don't continue with it, right? Okay. Elevate your your phone voice. Your pitch. Your voice, is your voice thrill or strain or modulated and flowing? Thrill mean, hey, how are you doing? I am just great. Got it? And it's like, you're straining. I really not so sure I can do this. Right? Modulated is, yes, I'm able to do this. Absolutely. Thank you for the opportunity. Right? And flowing. And so someone called back and say, oh, by the way, Alicia, we are happy to inform you that you have succeeded in getting the position you applied for. Would you say, yay?
No.
Would you say, oh, thank you so much.
Thanks.
Yes, thank you so much. Okay. Is your voice too loud or too soft? We know that, right? So we're just going to be moderate with the pitch. Is your voice too slow or do you speak too rapidly? Well, okay. I'm a little bit not so this one here, because if English is your second language, then you're going to speak a little bit what? Fast. Because what happened, and I know this because you have to translate the words from English to your language so you can reply if English is your second language. Yeah? but none of you are, everyone here speaks English perfectly, so we won't go there. But if English is your second language, and you have to translate from English to your mother tongue and back to English, then sometimes you are delayed, you're a little bit slow, or sometimes you're rapid. And as a newcomer, we know about that, and the employers knows about that. But in your case, is your voice too slow, or do you speak too rapidly? I don't think so. Alrighty? So make sure. Quality. Quality is your most distinctive and individual characteristics. Remember that. The quality of your voice. Remember, smiling enhances your vocal quality. We know that. Articulation. Does the listener understand your words? So if there are a couple words that, you're having problems with, just practice those words, okay? If you're going for a job and some of the words are words used in the industry, they use slogan. You know what slogan mean? Meaning they're industry related. So in the hospitality industry, like in Alicia's situation, she's a cook. And there are certain words, am I correct, Alicia? That is used in the kitchen that if you're not a cook, you would never understand.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. Okay. So does it understand your words? So sometimes, especially when you're job searching and you're in a specific industry, they will throw out a slogan and they will ask you in their terms. Because if you're in the industry and you have worked in that particular industry, you should know the slogan. Hello?
Yes.
Yeah, so if you don't know them, then go back in your industry and see what some of the words that they use. Okay, so practice troublesome words if that's an issue for you. So here are some things we can we can use for improvement. Speak lower and deeper. English speakers prefer listening to a low-pitched voice. And that is true. You ever heard the word monotone? It means on the same level. Someone is speaking to you and they're never going up and down. There is no, how should I say? There's nothing
Just
in there.
one word.
Sorry?
Say one word.
Say one word?
As in using a one word. Just a particular word. Yes, no,
Oh, I see what you mean. Right. So using one word, yes and no. Prefer speaking in a low-pitched voices. Okay, so monotone meaning that the person is speaking to you on the same level. There is no personality in their voice. There's nothing in their voice. It's just and you will get bored. Okay.
Okay.
So la 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 la. Alrighty. Open mouth wider when speaking. Oh boy. So it all depends on you as an individual. Some people don't need to open their mouth very wide when they're speaking. They just speak normally and the word just flows. But if you're having issues, communicating and articulating, then what you can do is, instead of pushing your words through your teeth, form your words with your lips. And I'm going to watch a video, and it's a very funny video, and I'm going to get you guys to practice it at the end of this. You're going to have a good laugh. So pushing don't push your words through your teeth. Let it come through your lips. Form it with your lips, your words. If you are taking a call from an employer and you're stressed out, do you think they can hear that on the phone?
Yes.
Yeah. So we try to reduce your stress before you start speaking. And I know sometimes, and this is a fact, if an employer calls me for an interview, you kind of get nervous. Am I correct?
Yes.
Yes. You're You can, although you shouldn't be nervous, but we're human, so it's going to happen. We sometimes get a little bit nervous, and it's okay. It's part of who we are as a human being. But if you're stressed out, try to calm down before you take that call. Loosen your face muscles. Practice breathing exercises. Voice training, actors, singers, speaking. So on YouTube, you can watch these videos as how you can form your words and get mouth exercise, right? You know about that? If you're going to be working on the phones, especially if somebody who is, speaking to customers and answering the phones, then they may want to watch some of these videos on YouTube where they teach you how to, form your words using your lips and mouth exercise and stuff like that. And you can absolutely, tap into the videos there. But practice breathing exercise. And, you can, have you guys ever speak in the mirror? Look at yourself when you're speaking in the mirror?
No, I sang in the mirror before.
Oh, try it. I want you all to try it tonight, this evening, and let me know what you think.
What
Look at
you
it.
think I'm crazy or something?
Right, you're going to, tell man, you're going to the washroom and you lock the door. No one can see you, right? And you just talk to yourself in there and see what you look like when you're speaking. What you look like, how your words, how they sound, what, are you forming the words with your lips? Are you pushing them through your teeth? Are your eyes making contact? Are you looking at me? Do I look beautiful? So a lot of telemarketers, just to let you know, a lot of telemarketers, what they do, they have a mirror in front of them whenever they're taking a call, because they want to make sure they have that smile on their face. And so the mirror reminds them that they need to smile when they're on the phone. So that's that kind of job. They have a mirror in front. Most people have a mirror in front of them. So cell phone tips. If driving, tell the caller, pull over, stop, then talk. So an employer calls you while you're driving. What would you do?
You pull over and park one side.
If you're on the highway, is it easy to pull over?
No. You let it go to voicemail.
Yes.
And
But not if you're driving, and a lot of us have hands-free speaker in your car, but sometimes when you're driving, you really need to pay attention to the road.
yeah.
If you're waiting for this one job that you really want to get, and the person calls you and you're driving, you don't want to mess that call up, do you? Right?
Yeah.
No. So what I would do, I would let it go to voicemail, and then I would call them. I would pull over as soon as I'm able to do so, and then I would return the call. Okay? It's not easy to pull over on a highway. It's not easy to pull over on a side street, unless you're on one of those streets that absolutely no vehicles is passing you by. But they're saying that it's best if you do that, especially in very important calls. Of course, if your friend is calling, you can always chat with them on the speaker, and that's fine. Or you can say, let me pull over and chat with you, or something like that. All right, but if your prospective employer is calling, let it go to voicemail, and then you call him back or her as soon as possible. Okay. If you can, stand and smile when speaking. We know that. Telephone amplifies a voice. Practice with someone until you're comfortable with the level of your voice. I think everyone here is okay. So, there's nothing for me to say you need to address. But Taliban, your English, your pronunciation has gotten way better. And you've slowed down your speaking, which is great.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, you have. Everyone, you agree?
Yes, very much, very much.
Yes.
I know.
Mofit has been super quiet with us this morning.
No, tell me.
You're here with us?
Yeah.
Okay, so you ever heard the thing about pocket dialing?
Yes.
I've done it too. Oh boy, it's really embarrassing. It's very embarrassing. And then I have to say, oh, sorry, I called you, I pocket dial you. I feel so bad sometimes. I am a culprit of this because I do not lock my phone, right? Nowadays, we don't have house phones. I don't have a house phone. Everything is on my cell phone. So are you guys all like that?
Yeah, everyone is mobile
I
now.
never
Yeah, everybody's
Mobile.
mobile. Yeah, so we don't have house phones anymore. Why are we going to pay for house phones
Oh, yeah, not even at home.
when we can use our cell phones, right? So when you're job searching, especially when you're job searching, make sure that when you get off a call, you just turn off the home screen, okay? You know how to do that. Everybody does, okay. I know Taliban knows very well how to do this one. So you don't pocket dial anyone.
Yeah.
Beware of digital lag in conversation. So what that is that the person's having a conversation with you and you have absolutely what is digital lag to you, by the way?
I think sometimes the phone lags. I don't know. Yeah.
Beware of digital lags in conversations. I have to look that one up because I don't know about that one. I'll move on. Check the strength quality of the signal. Oh, we know that. So if you're job searching, you're going to what in the morning with your cell phone? You're going to charge it.
Oh,
Yeah, I do that every morning with my phone. As soon as I wake up, I charge my phone and my watch. I just plug everything in because I want to have a full battery for the day. And especially if you're job searching and you're having a conversation with your prospective manager, and guess what? The phone died on you. Oops. Already. So we're in, that's not good. So always make sure you're fully charged. It says here, don't speak negatively or talk about really personal things on the cell phone. I don't agree with that one because our cell phone is our only phone, right? So you can definitely have personal things talking about in your cell phone. Okay, so anybody has Google at home? Google, the thing that says
Digital lag. I got the meaning.
mini
Alexa.
Google. Yeah, you have one?
Digital lag is newly coined word that refers to a person who fails to be adapted and lags behind in the digital era.
Say that again for me, slowly.
Okay. Digital lag is a newly coined word that refers to a person who fails to be adapted and lags behind in the digital era.
Okay, right. You heard it, everybody?
yes.
So digital lag are words that we use like the word because, we say cause, C-U-Z, okay?
Oh,
And, yeah, so when you are talking...
Short form.
Short form, yes. So instead of me saying because of this, I say cause this, right? Because it's my friend. So that's what it is. Thank you so much, Orma Laura. Digital slogan, digital lag, that's exactly what it is. We short form the words, or we use the words we would use to our friends and family. So be aware of that. But that was awesome. Thank you for doing that. Okay, already. So where were we?
You were talking about some Google or something. Is it a like Alexa type of device?
Alexia, yes.
Yeah.
So yeah, I was you have to be careful with that at home, eh?
Oh.
Because if you're on a call with with your supervisor, I would, or your prospective employer, I would turn off Google.
Yeah, like in case
Because
if you say
sometimes-
Alexa is gonna talk.
And because they answer questions.
Yeah.
right?
Mm-hmm.
They will pick up and say, "Can you repeat that for me?" And then you will ask a question, and then she's asking, "I didn't get that. Can you repeat that in the background?"
Mm-hmm.
So be careful of that one digital thing, because they can pick up on that. So I would just turn it off while you're on the phone with your prospective boss. Okay. Some people will video record conversations, although it's illegal to do so. So did you know it's illegal for someone to record you?
Wow, I didn't know that.
Record the conversation?
Yes,
Yeah.
of course.
So what about those people who do prank calls and stuff?
So it's illegal to record a conversation, but I was just going to say but.
Mm-hmm.
If you tell the person, Lorna, I'm going to be recording this conversation, are you okay with that? Then you can record the conversation.
With the permission.
With the permission. And if you notice, if you call like, say CIBC, a bank, Royal Bank, they will say this conversation will be recorded.
For quality purpose.
For quality purpose. They're telling you ahead of time that they're going to record your conversation.
Mm-hmm.
If they don't say that and they do it, then that's illegal.
You can become a millionaire. You can put a case and
You can sue them, right. Yeah.
When-
Somebody on the speaker.
Speaker,
When I'm
most of
talking
the
to
time
you-
we don't know. Sometimes we can feel that we are on speaker. Sometimes we cannot feel, no?
I'm just saying you just have to get the
That's
permission
possible,
from the
no?
person.
That's possible.
Is it legal or
Okay.
illegal?
All right. Talking about speaker, good point, Omalara. With your prospective employer, never put the call on.
Speaker.
Thank you. Never put the call on speaker.
It'll be disturbance actually. Noisy. It'll be disturbance. It'll be
It picks up the surrounding noise. Yeah. So just not put it on speaker. Alrighty. So just be a few little things that you need to be aware of. And I think you guys know most of them anyway. Okay. So voicemail answering machines. We don't do the answer machines anymore. Who does? No one does. It's all voicemail, right?
What's
Yeah.
an answer machine mean?
No one does. Because even in the office now, everything is so like high tech. It's all voicemail. I don't ever seen an answering machine. I haven't seen one. So I'll probably take that word out and just put voicemail. Check your voice message. How do you sound? Professional, friendly, clear, and brief. Okay? Ask family not to answer your cell phone, especially non-English speaking or children. Your children cannot grab your phone when you're job searching. And if your mom or your sister is at home and they don't speak English very well, don't let them grab your phone either. Record your own voicemail greeting. Avoid using call answer auto attendant. Okay, so let's talk about this. For your job search, and even while you're employed, you must have a professional voicemail. You cannot use the same voicemail you have that you and with your friends will call you. It must be professional. And when we say professional, are we saying like, you need to write a long, windy message on there? Or you're going to make it very brief and very clear? So it will sound something like this. You've reached Lorna, and you don't have to say your last name, by the way. Okay? I'm unable to take the call at this time. Please leave your name and number and return a call as soon as I can. Thank you and have a great day. Something like that. So everyone, when you're job searching, when you're looking for work, you cannot have a voicemail. Hey, this is Lorna. You know what to do, right?
Yeah.
No, you gotta say, I know, I've heard that so many times. Hey, you've reached Lorna, or hey, you've reached Alicia. You know what to do, right? You can't have that, all right? So be professional, everyone. You have to make sure you have a professional voicemail on your phone. Whichever phone you're giving out to the employer to call you, you need to leave a professional message on there. Always at all times. And very, very simple, very clear, very brief. Because sometimes I called someone and I heard a song for their voicemail. A song. And I want to leave a message and I have to wait for the entire song to finish. I'm going, oh my gosh. Okay, so no songs. So what do you guys have on your phone? Can you just tell me each person what you have on it right now? What does it sound like? What does it say?
You mean the voicemail?
On your voicemail.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
reach
just
the voicemail.
automated with the name only said by me. Like,
Okay. So Taliban has an automated answering, right?
yeah,
Attendant. So now you're going to change that. What are you going to write? What are you going to change to
I never
Taliban?
thought about it. Let's see. Yeah, I don't know.
Don't know? Okay, class. We're gonna walk through everybody through this. Okay. What do you think that Taliban should? Okay, well, I'll ask Mofid. What do you have on your voicemail, Mofid?
At this moment, it says like you have reached the mailbox of Mofid. Leave your message and I'll call you back.
Okay. That's okay. You've reached the voicemail from Mofid. Please leave your message and I'll call you back. Okay, that's good. Okay. Alicia, what do you have on your voicemail?
I haven't set it up yet, so I guess it's automated. I don't know.
Okay. So you're going to change it, right?
Yes.
You've reached Alicia. Not able to take your call at this time. Please leave a message. Thank you.
Okay.
There you go. All done. Omalara, what's on your voicemail?
Yeah, I didn't really do mine. My son did it. I have to change it because the voice is horrible. It's a male voice. So I don't know. I wanted to change it, but I don't know how to change it. Maybe from here I'll be able to change it. Say hi, I'm Omalara. And he's a man voice, the Brighton, I don't really like it.
Okay.
So I asked him how do I change it. He said he doesn't know how to change it. I said, why did you go into my phone? He said, well, just playing with it that day and it all stopped. That's all.
Okay, that's another thing too. You can't have your kids running job searching on your phone, okay? Don't let them have access to your phone.
Okay, now they have their own. So.
Yeah. So you're gonna have to change it, right? Because you're
Yes.
getting your
I don't
resume
know how to
out.
change it.
Yeah, so you need to change it and say that you've reached Omalara, something. I can't take a call right now, but leave a message and I'll call you back. So you could use the same line to Taliban.
Yes.
So if I were to call you guys, am I going to get a professional voicemail on there?
Yeah.
Yeah?
I'm gonna try.
Yeah, you need to change it, okay? Because you're going to be job searching very, very soon.
Okay.
Or volunteering, even the volunteering. Because remember, volunteering is just like working. Yeah. So you got to change your voicemail and correct it and let me know when you've done it. And if you need a little bit of help, you let me know, okay? Volunteer help. Okay. So very, very important for your job search, and even if you're employed, you must have a professional voicemail on your phone, even if you're working. Alrighty. Okay. So now we're going to talk about voice articulator exercise, and this is a fun one. We're gonna watch this,